What's going on, YouTube? We're going to do a quick review on this Captain's Raptor. I don't think I've done a Captain's Raptor on this channel. This was actually donated by Saucy Disc Off. I'm going to put their link in the description. If you want discs, definitely go to Saucy. They've always treated me well. But this is a 2024 Z-Flex Captain's Raptor. Now, disclaimer, I have thrown this a few times. I've actually done this review a few times and just didn't like what it came out with. So, this is probably the only hole I'm going to throw it on. And then we're going to throw it on some more things to see what this disc is. Not a spoiler, but it's really stable. So, let's see what we can do. This hole is about 261. I don't even know if I can get this that far. I'm going to have to keep this low, and I'm going to have to chop forehand this. This disc is kind of a forehand disc for me, but for this review, we're going to take away what I think I know about the disc and just play it as I've never thrown it. You guys see how stable it is. I did throw that low. I threw that chopped over and it was still coming over. Well, let's get out in this field and let's actually see. Let's give this disc a fair chance. We're going to throw a backhand, forehand, see what this disc can really do. Stay tuned. Well, that last throw was atrocious. We're not going to throw this on hyzer just because we all know what it's going to do. It's going to hyzer. So, I'm going to see if I can reach this hole, which is 262 feet. I'm going to throw backhand. Forehand, I'm pretty sure I can reach it. This is actually, if I was to put this in my bag, it'd be a forehand disc for a skip. But, we're going to throw it real quick. I'm going to throw it kind of low, turned over, kind of turned like this, and just see if I can reach it there. It's 260 feet. Let's see. So I think I got the distance, but I just cannot put enough on that to turn that over. For me, it's a utility disc. And really, this review is going to be really short. In the fact of, that's all I can do with that disc. I can't turn it over. I can throw it flat, and I can throw it hyzer. What I would use that for, in just my quick thinking, is a utility disc for just up and over things. A utility disc, pretty much a utility disc on just kind of scramble shots. I like that disc. It's just way too stable for me nowadays. And this is coming from me who used to bag a tilt. I don't know how pros use this disc, but I can see it having a lot of, I can see people that have better arms than me can throw the crap out of that. So I know this review is very short. It wasn't supposed to be short, but after throwing it, there's nothing I can do with this disc. I might be able to forehand it. Maybe, you know, I'll forehand it for you guys one more time. See if I can reach this whole forehand. Okay, so I have to make a retraction. I actually made it pin high, but I was only 30 feet right. So I guess this is a workable disc. I would just need a lot of work with it. And every time I've thrown it, I'm unable to find where that release is. I will say, it is super flat. So that's why I like it for forehand. If I was to put it in my bag, it would be forehand. But let's see if we can reach this. Honestly, this reminds me of my Sexton Firebird. Just a more stable version. So, that's probably what I would end up using it for. Let's just see if we can reach this basket. Nope, not when I do that. Well, that wasn't towards it. That may have reached it. That actually flipped up a little more than I thought. With it being as stable as it is, it actually held that line. That's interesting. Well, I'm going to go get it. Probably throw it back forehand, and then I'll give my review. Like my full end of the review. Alright? Alright, finishing up the review. I've really thought about it. In fact, I didn't turn my camera on right off because I was really thinking. I try to give every disc a fair shot. What would I use this for? Well, for my noodle arm, it definitely, for me, is for courses that need skip. So if I have dog leg lefts or dog leg rights, where I can throw it low, let it skip and go over. A course that comes to mind is Kensington up in Michigan, close to me. This is definitely something I would, if I was to put this in my bag, I would have to know the course to put this in my bag. But I can see this really helping me on certain courses. Kensington being one of them. Actually, Northridge up in Michigan. The church course. Not Northridge Black, but a course up in Michigan. Where you really got to get some skip. You go about 200 feet and then you got to skip. So for my noodle arm, I can only get this. I didn't actually get this forehand 262 feet, which I think I can. But for me, it's more of a forehand disc that I can rip over. And I need to be ready to play the skip. So honestly, another one I thought of, not here, Mary Jane. There is a hole, only like 200 feet, where it's downhill, but you have to get in a way. Or you got a little opening and there's woods. Throw this out and let it skip in. There's actually 2 holes there that I would actually try this, because I could keep this low, keep the speed, let it hit and skip. And they're both only about 200 feet. Matter of fact, next time I play Mary Jane, I might actually try that with this. I'm interested in this disc. I just don't see where it would fall in my bag. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it gave you a better idea of what this disc can do. Alright guys, see you in the next one.